Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this July the 21st, 2025. I'm hoping everybody had a great Monday out there so far, but it's a great Monday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the tropics, and here is Invest 94L. Looks very, very poorly organized, and currently has about a 10% chance of development over the next 2 to 7 days. Excuse me, as it continues to track across the east central tropical Atlantic into the eastern Caribbean Sea. We got a cold front stretching from the north central tropical Atlantic all the way down into the southeastern U.S. Got some shower and thunderstorm activity here, stretching into the portion of Tennessee River Valley and Ohio River Valley. Also more over here in portions of Kansas and Nebraska region and a portion of Iowa and Missouri. More activity through Mexico, Central America, South America, and also some in the Eastern Pacific. And also more activity from portions of the Four Corners region and the northwestern U.S. as well, around Idaho and Montana region. Alrighty, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue getting the show on the road here, folks. Alrighty, as you can see here, we got some heavy rain and flash flooding over portions of the southeastern U.S. Down here across southeast North Carolina, eastern South Carolina, central and eastern South Carolina, and also down into portions of eastern Georgia. More over here in southern Colorado through New Mexico and eastern Arizona. Then again in Wisconsin, Minnesota, and portions of North and South Dakota. Even got some severe weather there is possible in that region also. Alright, we got more thunderstorms and showers from northern California to Oregon to Washington State to Idaho to Montana, right along the Canadian-U.S. border over here toward Lake Superior. Also in the portion of Michigan, Wisconsin, Iowa, Nebraska to Colorado to Texas, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Illinois to the Carolinas, Virginia to the coastal waters of the Atlantic, Florida Keys to Louisiana, and also Mississippi and Alabama and Tennessee regions as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Tuesday. Alright, we got some heavy rain and flash flooding up here for your Wednesday across Minnesota, Wisconsin, northern Michigan toward Lake Superior. Then again for some severe weather from Minnesota through northern Wisconsin over to northern Michigan as well, and also into Lake Superior region as well. Alright, we got some scattered activity over in the portion of Oregon and California, and also Nevada region as well. More thunderstorms and showers for western Texas, northern Mexico to Colorado to Montana to the Dakotas to Iowa to Oklahoma to Michigan to portions of Ottawa and Toronto, Canada, northern areas of New York State, portion of Illinois down toward Tennessee, and also in the portions of northern Mississippi, central and southern Mississippi to the Louisiana coastal areas, all the way to the Florida Keys, up to the Outer Banks of North Carolina, eastern North Carolina, South Carolina, portions of western North Carolina as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Wednesday. Alright, let's move on to the current watch and warning advisory map you're locating across the nation, and it's going to look something like this. We got a lot of heat advisories stretching from North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, all into western Kentucky, Tennessee, much of Alabama, much of Mississippi, Louisiana, extreme eastern Texas, northern portion of central Texas, through Oklahoma to areas of Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, portions of Iowa, southern Iowa, Missouri, also in the portion of Arkansas, and even got some excessive heat watches in effect for portion of Wisconsin into Illinois, also northern Mississippi. I mean not Missouri, excuse me. Getting ahead of myself. Excessive heat warnings also in effect there as well for portion of Kansas and Missouri, also western portion of Kentucky, Tennessee, western portion of Mississippi, northeastern Louisiana, much of Arkansas, and eastern Oklahoma region as well. Got some severe thunderstorm warnings there as well. Got some flood watches and also flood advisory there also. Eastern Kentucky got some flood watches, flood advisory for Tennessee and also Illinois. Flood watches and flash flood warnings for portions of New Mexico. Got some flash flood warnings for southwestern Texas. Got some red flag warning for you guys here in Nevada, Utah, and also portions of Wyoming. More severe thunderstorm warnings and watches in effect for Montana, southwestern South Dakota, western and northwestern areas of South Dakota, southwestern North Dakota, southwestern North Dakota, southwestern South Dakota. Now we got it right. Getting tongue-tied there. Anyway, we got some flood watches over portions of Washington State. Wind advisories in the mountains of portions of California. Let's see. We got some special marine warning along the coastal areas of Florida. Around the Big Bend area there as well. Southern Florida. Small craft advisory for the southern coastal areas of California. And also the central and south Hawaii Chain Island. North side look good around the Alaska region also. Alright. Now let's move on to the severe thunderstorm probabilities from the Storm Prediction Center. Right now we have a marginal risk from Columbia, South Carolina to Charleston, Savannah to Atlanta, Columbus, Dalton. Marginal risk there. Marginal risk again from Billings to Sheridan to Pierre to Valentine to McCook to Norfolk over to Marquette. And then from Aberdeen to Grand Fort to Duluth, Minneapolis. Slight risk. General thunderstorm from the Carolinas, Florida, Louisiana to Texas, all the way over toward Washington, Oregon State, and Montana. Alright, tornado probability look like this. 2% over here in portions of the Dakotas, Minnesota, and portions of Wisconsin. Damaging winds look like this. 5 and 15%. The greatest threat for damaging wind looks to be over Minnesota. And the large hail looks like this, pretty much for South and North Dakota and Minnesota, for large hail in your area that could reach up to baseball size hail. Alright, now let's move on to this day number 3. And that's going to look something like this. Alright, slight risk over here from Denver, Colorado toward Rapid City, Sheridan, also east of Casper, Wyoming, Cheyenne, Wyoming, you included. Norfolk to Aberdeen, to La Crosse, you're included. Minneapolis to Duluth, Marquette, slight risk. Probability look like this. 5 and 15%. And then we're going to take a look at the general thunderstorms for southeast North Carolina to South Carolina to Florida to Louisiana to Missouri, West Texas, all the way up to Montana, all the way over to California regions as well. Alright, now let's take a look at the tropical weather outlook. I'm going to show you that 10% chance of development for the system. Here it is right here, located east of the Leeward Islands. You can see 10% over the next 2 days and 10% over the next 7 days. Shower and thunderstorm activity remained disorganized with associated weak area of low pressure located about 800 miles east-southeast of the Lesser Antilles. Environmental conditions are forecast to become increasingly unfavorable for development during the next few days, while the wave moves to the west at around 15 miles per hour. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next ones. Have a wonderful Monday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got.